If you would like cheap and reliable MT, head over to dvdj.com. Use Bio2K for 5% off your final order. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2K, and today I'm bringing you guys the offensive side on how to go 12-0. You guys killed the support on the defensive settings one. You guys obviously know I asked for 100 likes on that video, not episode, and you guys borderline hit 400 in like a day or two. So honestly, thank you guys for all that. If you guys didn't see that video, I'll put the link to it in the comments down below so you guys can go and check that out. But yeah, today I'm going to be bringing you guys the offensive side because I told you guys I would, as long as y'all hit that like goal. So again, 100 likes is a goal. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We actually hit 16K subs yesterday, and we're already like 100 and something above that already. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And yeah, let's hop right into it. The first thing we're going to talk about actually is going to be the playbooks, because I do feel like this is one of the most important things when it comes to scoring and going up against off-ballers and stuff like that. My favorite playbook to run is definitely the Warrior playbook. A lot of people ask me why I run it, and it just has the most three-point plays. I feel like that really work for me. They're definitely plays that I know, and they're definitely plays that, like I said, I know where they're going to go. So I don't really have to be focusing on what like the actual route of the player is, and I can just kind of, you know, run my offense around that while they're actually running the play. Other playbooks that you guys can run, I did look at my collection. I don't have a lot of them, and the auction is so broken I can't get anything anyway. So luckily I do have some. The Bucks playbook is really good if you're an ISO player. If you prefer to play like 5 out and, you know, run Giannis at point guard or whatever, the Bucks playbook is perfect for you. It's filled with isolation plays and stuff like that that'll really help you just get wide open at the rim. Basically, like I said, you'll just run 5 out, and yeah, that's basically it. The Bucks playbook is actually very similar to the Warrior playbook. It has a lot of the good three-point plays and stuff like that. It does only say that it actually has more than the Warriors, but I don't know. In my opinion, it does feel like the Warriors do have a lot. But yeah, I mean, you could run the Bulls. It's a very good budget playbook. The Mavericks and the Wizards are two playbooks that I don't, are not the Wizards. The Mavericks and the Magic are playbooks that I don't have, but people tell me that like they are actually very good. So I do recommend checking those out. I've never used them, so I can't really say if they're good or not. I just really recommend the Bucks playbook if you're an ISO player, the Warriors playbook, obviously if you like running three-point plays, and then the Rockets actually have a lot of three-point plays as well. You see how it says it only has 2 is what's kind of confusing to me, because it honestly seems like there's a lot in the Rockets playbook. You guys have like the, you know, the box flare, horns flare, something like that. But you guys know all the cheesy plays from last year are basically in this Rockets playbook. So if you guys do like those cheesy plays, I do recommend running that. The final one I want to say though, if I could find it, because I know it's going to be in here somewhere, is no, not the 06 Heat. Okay, so apparently I had it at one point. I don't know where it went, but is the 2013 Heat. That playbook is actually very solid, and again has a lot of three-point plays that will definitely help you get wide open. Another thing I know you guys are going to ask me again is what coach I use. Now in the defensive video I talked about why I use Dwayne Casey a little bit, but I didn't really explain why. If you go down the list and see like each of my players, it boosts everybody's 3 and mid-range shot, and those are like 2 of my favorite shots obviously to take in this game mode. And actually conveniently enough, it actually boosts the defense of Giannis, so I didn't even realize that. But actually going through here, it does boost some rebounding stats as well. So I don't know how I'd be getting out rebounded every game, but other coaches you guys can use obviously that are pretty solid. There's D'Antoni you can use, and again, I can't buy anybody, so I'm sorry that I can't physically show you. But yeah, it actually says poor defensively, or no, poor rebounding, but I don't know, I guess it boosts rebounding, I don't know. Doesn't really make sense. However, you do get more outside shots, and that's really what works for me. Plays seem to work more when I run him. When you run D'Antoni, it works as well, but you're actually really more likely to get your playbook glitched out, because if you're on the same coach as somebody else, your playbook does glitch out a lot. So I don't really like that. There's these there's these Ruby coaches that you guys can run. Everybody has their own preference of what coaches to run. Obviously, like the best coaches in the game are, you know, D'Antoni, Casey, Popovich, and Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr is very solid as well that you can run, but if you're going to run a balanced coach like that, I believe Rick Carlisle is balanced, and you're probably just better off using him. But yeah, the coach that I always use is Dwayne Casey, just because he really does just set up a lot of open threes for me, and honestly, he really just runs my offense for me, I feel like sometimes. So yeah, that's just why I use him. All right, so our opponent today is going to have Julius Erving, Brandon Roy, Doncic, Rudy Gay, and DeAndre Ayton. So he's got a pretty nice squad. got some opals out there. You guys actually said in the last video, you guys are like, oh, you know, you're using opals. Like, I'm not surprised. Well, that's why I'm doing this off my account this time, so I can show you guys don't need opals out here to be balling out. So this is the squad. You guys obviously know, again, what I talked about in the defensive settings video of what I'm going to do in the matchup screen. And yeah, so let's just hop into the gameplay. Alright guys, so first thing again in the video, or not in the video, in the games of what I do is I always just try to win tip. Now I used to not. You could throw the ball up and get in like an easy bucket there with Towns, but I don't really like doing that. So right here, I'm already seeing that he's off-balling me. So what I'm instantly going to do is actually just attack that off-ball. So we're going to get a wide open 3 here to start this game off. I don't really think he was paying attention, which works out in my favor. So yeah, I'll obviously get into some offensive sets and stuff like that in this next possession here. Let's go play perfect defense like that. There we go. Clamp up because we play on ball here. If you guys don't know, we actually pulled KD on stream last night. So if you guys don't follow the Twitch, the link to my Twitch is in the description down below. That's just an unfortunate foul call. I cannot stand that animation. It bails people out a lot. But one thing you guys are going to see, and instantly what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit, when I go back on offense, I'm going to hit this on the D-pad. So right on the D-pad, I'm going to hit L1, and I'm going to scroll over to the Warriors freelance. I already did it, but I'll show you guys again. When you go up against an off-baller, that is the best thing to do. So again, right on the D-pad, you're going to hit L1, and then you're going to scroll to the left, and you're going to click the Warriors freelance. When you do this, they actually set up, you know, on the sides, and you actually do get these wide open threes a lot coming off these screens. And that's where I talked about where Dwayne Casey comes in, because in his coaching boost, it says that he actually, like, you'll get more outside shots, which I really do feel like is affected by screens and stuff like that. Like, screens will actually have more of a chance of, you know, being set properly and stuff like that. So again, all you got to do when somebody is off-balling, he's on-balling me now, surprisingly, but all you got to do is, again, set this up. I don't know what Anthony Davis is doing, but we're just going to chill right here again. He's going to go down, set that screen. If that doesn't work, you just come off these screens again, and you're attacking the rim, getting fouled, going to the free throw line for a nice little and one here. Obviously, you're not going to get an and one every time, but what happens is a lot of times that is actually a wide open dunk, which obviously works out in your favor a lot. So if your opponent kind of catches on, which I think, you know, it's not going to work every time. You're not going to be guaranteed a 3 out of this. So again, we're going to do this, and we're going to set the screen. He kind of caught on here. I could have kicked that to Rudy Gay, but all you got to do is just be patient. They will run an offense and get you a lot of open shots. Like, it really is an efficient offense. They will run constantly trying to get you open threes and whatnot. And like I said, they do kind of most of the work for you. So you're just kind of like, at that point, you're kind of just doing stuff yourself, kind of making like proper switches yourself and stuff like that, or not switches. You're just kind of like running the offense yourself while everybody else is running around trying to get some open threes. So when it comes to a playbook here, quick 21 is one of my favorite plays. If you're only certain players have this, you need to look on MT Central to see what kind of players have 3-point plays. I know all like the base 11 players have it except for Karolinko. So I would look at Granger, Klay Thompson, J.R. Smith. A lot of those guys do have these plays and stuff like that. And Brandon Roy, I believe, has it as well. It's one of the most efficient plays because what happens is, I'll show you guys the next possession down the floor here. If the play doesn't actually work, and, you know, like that wide open 3, like say like they cut the 3 off, but you still throw the ball to them, that's just a shitty shot. But yeah, so I'm going to throw it to Rudy Gay here. I'm going to show you guys right here. We're going to try to run this play again. So you're going to see you know, Danny Granger's going to come off the screen. I could shoot that 3, but if it doesn't work, you actually get this side screen here, which you can actually end up taking a nice pull at mid-range, and it gets you a wide open shot. When somebody gets a takeover badge, that's one thing you definitely want to attack with. So I see Granger obviously has it, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep attacking with Granger here. When you run this quick 21 play, it really is good, though, to cut in. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but every time, right when Granger's starting to come around that screen, I actually drive in. And when I do that, it basically pulls like the help defense from the other side, and when you're doing that, when you pull in that help defense, you're actually pretty much guaranteeing him to be wide open almost every time down the floor, and that really is what helps you out and will get you that wide open 3 a lot of the time down the floor. So yeah, if your opponent catches on to the play, don't obviously continuously run it. That's not going to help you out. You don't want to do that, but don't run it with the same player either, because if I sit here and I keep running it with you know, if I keep running it with Granger, it's not really going to work out. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come over to KD now, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run quick 21, and this play is so efficient, I'm telling you guys. We're just going to come right around here. KD's going to not, all right, so he doesn't get open. We're instantly attacking the rim here. That's a bad shot. He's going to start playing on-ball, or he's going to start playing off-ball now. So now is when you switch and start running the Warriors freelance again and just kind of throw them off. When you run that freelance, people generally don't know what to do here. Let's go Rudy Gay, just attack all the way. That's a bad layup. We still get it to finish, though. Kind of hoping that I got like a good poster animation right there. But again, when people off-ball you, this is where I'm really going to show you guys how to beat that off-ball. This is going to be a problem for you guys too. When you get pressed, you instantly want to inbound it and then just throw it to the opposite side of the court. You see, we get wide open three right there. When people do press you, it's actually very easy to break. You guys just need to understand that when somebody presses you, you have to be patient. If you try to, play flustered and you try to play fast and you try to throw these quick passes thinking you're open, most of the time people are trying to bait you into throwing those passes. So you really need to be careful and you really need to slow down your game. Again, watch what I do here. I'm looking at everything right now. I'm on KD, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to throw the ball to Rudy Gay. KD's going to run, and we're going to get a wide open three down the floor every single time. You have to be patient when breaking these presses because, again, people will try to bait you into throwing these terrible passes, and you really want to just try to avoid those. So right here, my opponent's going to off-ball me all game. I'm going to do it right back to him. Most people that off-ball don't even know how to break off-ball. Wow. I did not expect Granger to go flying like that, but... yeah, that's what you want to do. When people off-ball you, you do it right back. He's going to get bailed out. Go figure. My computer is going to reach right there. But I hope the breaking of the press tip really does help you guys because a lot of you guys ask me how to break presses and stuff. And I'm telling you, being patient is such a big thing. Like, you guys just really have to get used to knowing how to do that. So, again, right here, he's going to do whatever. I saw that pass coming all day. When you're running a break too, especially, you want to be patient. A lot of the times you'll turn the ball over on a fast break because exactly that, it's a fast break. So you're not really thinking about where, the ball's going. You're just trying to get the ball up to the court or up on the other side of the court as fast as you can to get these wide open shots. And most of the time it doesn't work out. So right here, see how that didn't work out? I couldn't throw that pass. I just want to come up right here with my big man, and then I'm just going to wait patiently. We're going to instantly go back to this Warriors freelance. He's going to run it. I could hit KD right there. But nope, I'm going to take my time, find Granger wide open for that three ball, knocking down another shot, 8-point lead here. And it's just an efficient offense to run off freelance and just make sure that you're being patient. Now, other freelances you can run is like, I think it's called 21 delay. People were saying that does give you a 5-out opportunity, I guess, down the floor. Obviously, you can run a 4-out 1-in. Those are all great offenses too. I really don't like them though. They just really don't work for me. That was just an unfortunate slow pass animation. Like, sometimes you're just going to get not gifted those. Your opponent is going to get gifted those. But look, right there, we're patient. We get an easy stop. Right there is a good example too. I really want you guys to understand that when you're running these offenses and stuff, you have to be able to adapt to what your opponent is doing. You guys saw right there how, yeah, he saw that Towns was going to go and set that screen. So immediately what I did is I threw the ball, or I made him backdoor cut. To make somebody backdoor cut, you point to who you want to, and then you just hold square. That's all it is. So, I mean, you hold triangle. So right here, again, we're going to set up this freelance. We're going to get Granger wide open again. It's as simple as that. You just kind of let the screens do the work, kind of just read off of what your opponent's doing. He's just going to throw this full court pass here. That's an easy block, though. He should not have went up with that. That's off of him. I don't know how that's I don't know how that's his ball, but it's all good. See, that's just what you can't do. If somebody's hot and you have takeover, you cannot leave him wide open. But again, right there, it's just all about reading your opponent's defense. Right there, I knew he was going to throw that full court pass. That's why I tell you guys to slow down, because if you don't, you're going to get baited a lot. So right here, he is going to try to bait me and whatnot. So again, all I'm going to do is attack who he's off-balling with. This is going to be a perfect pick and roll here. We're going to call right back for Rudy Gay. Okay, he got stuck. I didn't really think he was going to do that. That's, I guess, my fault. But like I said, just be patient. You'll get the ball right back sometimes. Let's go. Just be patient. Play some good defense. Do what we got to do. I'll let the computer play my defense too. It's as simple as that. You want to sit there and off-ball me, I'm going to do the same thing back. Another thing, though, you see my stamina level. You guys really want to make sure that your stamina isn't too low, because if you do that, your guys aren't going to be able to play good defense. They're not going to be able to run some good offense and stuff like that. So right here, we're going to cut back. I knew he was going to jump. That's a wide open look, and we cashed it home. You see, it's all about just outplaying your opponent. Like I said, guys, it's every time down the floor, you're just going to get this wide open three if you're patient enough. Like, I'm letting you guys know right now, 9 times out of 10, you're going to go up against these players that try to press you out of, intimidation, really. Like, they think that they know what they're doing, but they really just don't. So, again, just be patient. And honestly, the more patient you are, the more it's just going to piss them off, because they're going to try running these presses that aren't going to work, and they're just going to get annoyed. I I literally just got stuck on Cousins. Like, I couldn't even run. It's all good, though. We still have a nice little lead right here. So, again, we're just going to be patient. We're going to get this open three. He's going to press up on the three-point line. I'm going right around him for an easy dunk. Like, it's literally just all about outplaying your opponent. I'm trying to show you guys this 4-out-1 in freelance, but it's a little bit hard because, like, he's trying to press me, which is just giving me wide open fast break looks, really. Good rebound from Karolinko right there. So, right here, I should be able to. I could kick that to T-Mac in the corner, but I'm going to just, like I said, be patient for you guys. So, right here, I see him off-balling with Karl Malone. We're cutting back door, going all the way. Easy dunk right there. Most of the time when you run a 4-out-1 in, whatever like the big man is like in the paint, that's who you want to call the screen with, because when you call that screen, they pull him out of the paint, and it's basically like your 5-outing. And then you kind of leave yourself with an option of a pick and fade, which you can get wide open, or you can leave yourself with a pick and roll and get yourself a wide open dunk. So honestly, I would recommend changing it up. That's like really what you want to do. I don't know who even is that's guarding me. So right here, I mean, he's playing on ball again. Always hold this too, this little trigger right here. Like, everybody in this game loves the spam reach, and I know you guys know that. So always make sure that you're holding that trigger so you're not getting freaking stripped 24/7. Look at that. That is perfect defense right there from Karolinko. I'm actually really impressed with that, because normally I get some bot-ass animation that, like, makes me freaking, what was I going to say? That makes me freaking get some stupid foul call or something in that animation, but I'll take that. We're still playing great defense as well out here. Honestly, we're giving up a lot more offensive rebounds than I would like. Karl Malone, I feel like, is just very underwhelming. Like, he was so good when he came out, but now he's just not that great, because now he just gets bodied in the post. Maybe it's because everybody runs 2 centers, but that's actually perfect defense right there. So, again, be patient on the break, finding Karolinko wide open, cashing home a 3. You guys can see this lead is just going to continuously build, and, like, that's generally what causes these, like, rage quits, because, like I said, people just kind of get flooded, and then they don't know what to do. We're going to just continuously play great defense as well on top of it. Kind of bait him. That's perfect defense right there. Oh, yeah, sure, dude. Look at that. Right there, as just a good defensive thing right there. He's been throwing it to Wesley Matthews on that break every single time. So, again, when I tell you guys that all you have to do is just outsmart your opponent every game, that's really what I'm talking about. I know he's going to go for Iggy right there, so we're going to give it this T-Mac. We're going to back up a little bit. Yeah, go ahead. Spam reach, brother. Like I said, hold that trigger, bro. They can't strip you. For 9 times out of 10, they won't be able to strip you. These inbounds, too, if you're getting a lot of inbound steals, just space the floor a little bit. Give yourself some room to work with. And, honestly, most of the time, you won't get the ball stolen from you. Kicking that out to the corner. Really? Really, Karolinko? You know, I'm trying to make a point about some offense here, and that's what's going on. I mean, like, I'll take the steal, but, like, really? Right here, my opponent should back up, but he's not gonna. So we're gonna kick this to T-Mac with that takeover badge, pulling up easy shots on the break all game. It's a 20-point game, and again, like I said, when people press you, all it is just learning about when to be patient, when to take smart shots, when to pull that shot, when not to. If he's running Giannis at the 2, say I'm going up against somebody with Giannis at the 2, I'm not pulling that 3. Right here, smart passing, finding Karolinko wide open in the corner. That's where I'm talking about again. Like, I could have pulled that 3 with T-Mac, but, like, that wouldn't have done me any good. That would have been somewhat of a contested shot. So, pulling, like, a semi-contested shot versus being patient and getting a wide open look in the corner is a lot better for me. That's a good offensive set right there. I don't think that was, like, a freelance. I think that literally was just what happened. But right here, now we're wide open. We are going to miss that because this is going to be, like, that kind of momentum quarter, I feel like, for my opponent, where, you know, he gets the hit smothered and I miss wide open, but it's all good. You know, that's good defense right there. We fixed our problem a little bit. We're going to run this break with Karl Malone. He's leaving me wide open. I'm pulling that all day. Let's go. Patient offense. Iggy wide open. Another green bean in that corner. 22-point game. I'm telling you, it's all about being patient, all about being efficient. And you guys can see, practice, or not practice, but, like, use players that you know the releases of. It doesn't really matter who you use. Like, I know a lot of people don't like using Iggy because the release is baited. Like, we're shooting 17 of 22 from 3. Like, we are just knocking down our wide open shots because it's all about greening most of these 3s. AD wide open. Another green light on that 3-point line. I'm telling you, just green your shots. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it. You guys can see we pick up a 23-point win here. I mean, obviously, my opponent didn't have, like, the craziest team when it comes to, like, you know, Opals, like Giannis, Shaq, KG, like Paul George, like all those kind of guys. However, he did have a pretty decent squad, and, like, I think he definitely was a good opponent to show you guys kind of what to do against. like, just look at that box score, but more importantly, like, look at this team comparison. We shot so efficiently this game. We shot 71%. We shot 74% from 3. And, I mean, you can see, like, the fourth quarter, we missed 5 threes. So, we only missed 3 threes before that. Like, we were just playing so efficiently. We only had 4 turnovers. So, I'm telling you guys, like, when you play slow and you just don't rush the ball, it's a little bit easier to run an offense. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be, like, you know, perfect. Like, this isn't gonna work when you go up against like full-on sweaties. Like, if you match with like TJ or some shit in unlimited, like, yeah, you're still gonna have to sweat really hard and really think on your toes and really be like efficient and whatnot. So I hope these tips did help you guys out. I hope you guys do have a better offense here. You guys could see we're 4-0. Well, the face cam's in the way, but I promise we're 4-0. But yeah, man, this is my squad. It's nothing too crazy. I obviously have Giannis there to match up against anybody, but really what it is just playing good defense, getting out on the break, being patient on the break, and not throwing any bad turnovers. And on offense, like I said, run a freelance, run some plays, and just kind of slow the pace down when your opponent's trying to press, because when you do that, it'll throw them off. Like, when people press you, they're really trying to speed you up because that's how they play. If you slow that down, you're going to throw them off, and it's just going to kind of work in your favor. So I hope these tips did help. Like I said, be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. The links are down below in the description. And yeah, that's really it, man. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.